What is going on, Shib Army? This is your boy Random Arts coming with a quick video. And on this video, guys, we're going to be talking about Shytoshi Kusama leaving Shiba Inu at the end of the year, guys. So whether or not this is bullish or bearish, we're going to be discussing this in today's video. So do me a huge favor by hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, and I definitely love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinion about Shytoshi Kusama. So taking a quick look, guys, at the overall global crypto market, it is currently down 0.37%. Bitcoin sitting at 57.8. Now, the stock market been open roughly about an hour and a half, so not much from the stock market side. Maybe during power hour, we may be able to see a little bit of surge on Bitcoin because a lot of time when it comes to institution, they do like to buy before the bell close, typically about an hour before it. So I'll keep a look into that just to be able to see if we start seeing a little bit of a surge on Bitcoin. So this news, guys, and again, Shytoshi Kusama been hitting at this for the past year or so as far as him leaving, or not really leaving, but stepping down as far as the head and just disappearing. Now, some people may have some concerns of like, oh my God, he's leaving. What is Shiba Inu's gonna do? Or some people are like, oh my God, this is extremely bullish. He's leaving. Now the community, like I've seen so many different side of the coin. And one thing about it that you guys cannot take away from what Shytoshi Kusama have done for the Shib Army, and that is build and build and build and build. So he's going to be remembered or known within the Shib Army as a builder, at least in my eyes, because throughout the whole bear market, Shiba Inu not only stayed on track or on pace with the major other cryptocurrencies, but it actually outperformed a lot of it. Currently, right now, sitting at the number 13 spot, guys. And if I'm just going to be honest, the Shib Army, majority of the Shib Army did not participate into this. Meaning there was a lot of kicks, there was a lot of fight trying to, just trying to stop the growth of where Shiba Inu is looking to go, especially with the whole Shibarium. Like I've seen so many different YouTube or quote unquote YouTuber influencers just come at Shytoshi, come at the vision of Shiba Inu. Because keep in mind, all of this was in place, was said to be in place. And I made plenty of videos talking about it, showing you guys like, hey, this was already in the roadmap. Because a lot of people really don't understand what was already established as far as how the ball was already in the direction of moving. You just coming in like, oh, it's a meme coin, let's just buy. Don't read the white paper, don't read the wolf paper, don't see the vision. And all of a sudden we're getting multiple tokens coming out and people are like, well, they need to start making new tokens. Like, no, like newcomer. and really, and this is how I got to address you guys, because think about it. There's already a roadmap there. You didn't read the roadmap, then all the stuff starting to come out, then you're starting to kick against it. Like, no, that was not a part. What you're trying to fight against was already a part of the program, was already established to be what was going to be to come for Shiba Inu. So now I didn't, with this came out on Arabian Business. Now you had to use, I guess, subscribe or use an email. I didn't want to do all that, but I did see this snippet of the article, which I thought was pretty good. It says, Kusama says, look at the end of this year, we will hand everything over to the community and we step away. Right now we are leads, but the end of the year there will be committees of people who will lead certain things. So why come out? And I guess they were asking him like, hey, are you going to reveal yourself? Then he said, what will we gain? There is no reason to ever tell anyone who we really are, which I agree with that. I wouldn't be like me, for example, like you guys don't know who I am. You don't know my face. Like I would never dox myself due to the fact of how weird people on the internet is. You know what I mean? Like a lot of you guys are weird. And I rather just be able to live my life being a millionaire, and just being able to seem like the average Joe, like getting all the celebrity and all this and that. So I could completely understand. Like if I want to go to Walmart or something like that. I don't want people like, hey, random arts, you know what I mean? Like, maybe that's just me, but that's how I see it. But as far as whether or not this is bearish or bullish, I think it's neither. But one thing I think is gonna have to happen is participation amongst the Shib Army. Currently, right now, because it was done before. Because guys, you gotta think about it. I've been here since the start of it. So a lot of you guys did not see how Shiba Inu came to be about when the community was banding together to be able to get it to the place where, oh, Shytoshi took over, like this is the direction that we're going based upon the map that Ryoshi outlined. Like a lot of you guys weren't there. So seeing how the army was as far as like everybody just going after something, with the raids. And this is how I envision Roaring Kitty, because when I first got into Roaring Kitty, I was like, yo, this is very, very similar to early days of Shiba Inu. And the same stuff that is currently being done right now in Roaring Kitty was done before in Shiba Inu. So I think with that, with Shytoshi, because again, Shytoshi has been carrying a lot of this, from the hate to the love. Like he's been through been through a lot these last few years. So him giving everything back to the community, it is going to be up to the community to either make it bullish, or you guys could simply just fall back and be like, you know what, I'm not going to participate, and you by you not participating could cause a bearish outcome, because now you're going to have to put the mirror to your face and say, hey, am I part of the Shib Army? Am I doing my part? So it's going to be back to work for your bag, which in my opinion is absolutely the best way for a community, because now it's going to be up to the individual versus, if something is not going right with the project, or you're seeing negative price action, you don't have someone to try to blame, like, oh, it's you're the reason why we're not mooning. No, it's up to the community. Is the community doing their part? And if yes, they're doing their part, then it would also reflect on the charts. But yeah, really guys, that is all that I have for you today. Just want to drop this news to you guys, because to me it is very, very big news that Shytoshi Kusama is stepping away and handing everything over to the community. Now it's going to be up to the Shib Army to really make this thing work out. Because one last point that I want to make out too. When you think about Ethereum, the Ethereum blockchain, or even the BNB chain, it's a chain that's just out there, guys. It's a chain that's out there, and really there's not a lot of leadership that's among the BNB chain, or leadership among the Ethereum chain, meaning that they have to be active or communicate with the community. You don't see that happen. So with Shytoshi having everything lined out, the foundation for Shib, with Shibarium, with all of this stuff, it's similar, it's similar. Now people could come onto the chain and be able to do what they need to do, whether it's create a token, create a metaverse, like whatever they need to do, they're going to be able to have the capability of doing it. So big shout out to you, Shy. Congrats, brother, on the success that you brought Shib, the Shib Army. And again, a lot of this stuff may have not been possible if someone else was leading the charge. So definitely got to salute and give respect when respect is due, because again, I see a lot of projects throughout my cycle of being in the crypto being in the crypto sphere, of different CEOs, devs, rugging, not doing a good job. Like I've seen a lot, and for what he has done is very, very incredible. But that is all that I really have for you guys today. Leave a like, leave a comment. Random Arts guy signing off. Peace.